Hey everyone, Miasity here. Welcome back. Today, we're restarting our ambition run and see how this goes. The last few runs have not been going well, so I don't even know what number attempt technically we're on, but this would be episode 3 of the ambition runs.
Indistinct and ill-lighted. No comfort awaits you here.
We are going to pivot the party group a little bit. I'll let the guy talk. I don't even really know what to call him at this point. I really probably should. But I'll let him talk. We'll get to the crossroads. I'll explain my process of thinking, and we'll get right to it.
You calibrated prisms along the points of the crown, cackling in smug satisfaction as wavelengths of hideous and indescribable light burned our eyes.
The crossroads. Wait by the lantern's light, and welcome what help may come.
Alright, so...
To know the abyss, one must embrace it.
I'm thinking we want to stay with the occultist and have him still on the ritualist path as our hexer, comboer, debuffer, all around everything guy. He's been doing pretty well at that. He's usually not the first one that dies, kind of crippling the group. And otherwise he's great for utility. Like him like that for this group. We'll keep him like that. Thinking the Jester.
A murderous melody lingers, long after the final chord has been struck.
We're gonna pivot the Jester ever so slightly. Instead of taking Harvest, which is the AoE that I think gets a little bit powered up when you upgrade it, we're going to be taking Slice Off, which just stays with that amount of bleeding, but gets the vulnerability mark and better crit and more damage. We are going to be taking Slice Off, yeah, instead of Harvest. And then instead of Virtuoso, which is max speed, max HP, and stress reduction, but minus resistances, we are going to be trying Soloist. Might have tried this one last time, might not have, can't remember. Reason for this is more damage, more bleeding resisting, piercing, and bleed skills have a higher crit rate. And the mere fact of everyone on this team is now going to be doing bleeding damage, and we're still going to be going for the Leviathan trophy. However, we are also going to be going for the, I believe it's the Librarian trophy that has the burning damage on crit, which if we can't get the Leviathan trophy we want will be good for him, because he'll be critting like crazy, causing burning damage, things like that. So that'll be good, we'll go soloist on him. We are still going Dismiss,
Hunted,
the Highwayman.
arid, a fugitive seeking to outpace the past.
Now this is where I'm a little on the fence, because the max HP is really good. The apply on hit melee skills minus bleed resistance is really good when it goes up. I see it resisted so often. And then double cross removing tokens, don't really use double cross. Just highway robbery it off, right? The highway robbery stealing positive tokens is also good, but I, once again, hardly ever use it. So if he's in row 1, we can get more damage. So why not? Especially with how I kind of use him, and we can still keep the highway robbery. We're also not going to be taking double cross, we're going to be taking take aim for when he can't reach things, powering him up. And then the one other change we're going to be making is not taking the leper. We're going to be taking the Hellion.
Beneath bloodlust and fury, there is emptiness and shame.
Do that real quick. And the reason for this is Not that the leper's not doing enough damage, but we can do more bleeding damage this way. And then, also, she gets a trinket that if she's in row 2, she gets another plus 25% damage if we can find it. And the fact that there's other trinkets that go well with the bleeding stuff. So, I mean, if we can find anything and or everything we want, we're really set pretty. So, I do think that the thing we want, honestly, is Berserker. We could turn her into a really good tank with Carcass, but Berserker, one would give her max death blow resistance, and 2, the bleed resistance piercing, and bleeding skills have a higher crit as well. So once again, that goes with the trophy thing that we mentioned for Sermenti. So let's get to it, see what happens.
Onward once again, though all the world's horrors bar the way. You can feel it, a change in the air.
I think I also had a trinket from the market really quick. Play on hit. Yeah, that's not a bad thing to have for now.
You see, even your valley is not immune.
Not that I really want to be doing blade damage, I think it is, but it's better than nothing. Alright, so here, let's just start by taking out the Lost Souls. Ismus can open vein on the Woodsman.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Giga can, if it bleeds, taking out another Lost Soul. Harvesting, finishing it off. Continuing on that Woodsman. That 25% chance is hitting quite a bit. It's like slice off, bleeding him more. We're not gonna let him continue on for long. Pulling him in range, putting the Lost Soul in range for Golgika, actually. Gonna then, if it bleeds, and he's gonna go down. It's kind of funny when he does protect the child and then he dies right away. You're not really protecting much. Set Death's Door. We're gonna curse him just because we can. And finish him off. That's that.
Push on to the inn.
Durable.
Then resupply.
Already.
You.
Use open rain twice in one fight. Wow. Okay, I'll take the extra candles.
Rest tonight, under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Alright, so here we are at the mountain. Or not the mountain, the inn. Especially since this is the first inn, I'm going to cut the recording here for now. I'm going to pick up in just a second. You probably won't even notice anything, except for the inn items we have maybe changing. The reason for this is a good pickup point for me, just so that we can skip through this part in the recording, picking up from here. Everything will be the same, except for maybe the quirks and stuff like that as well. And we'll see what we can do. And we're back. So we're gonna first use these tarot cards. Seeing where we can go.
Everywhere.
I don't really want to go to either of them.
Everywhere.
So we're going to go to the Tangle, getting the mastery point, because that seems better.
The next stop is leagues away.
Actually, you know what?
A sound investment in roads yet untraveled.
Ooh, we can get the pot and still. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get the whiskey flasks,
A bit of
and we're
comfort
gonna get the
On
songbook.
the road to damnation.
Churches. Okay. Actually, we're not gonna go to the Tangle as much as I would like to. We're gonna go to the Foetor. I know that I don't want the trophy necessarily from him. I'm pretty sure we can take out that boss.
And rot.
The masteries.
However painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
I want damage. So we're gonna take, well, we already took, if I can find them, Open Vein on Dismas, and Slice Off on Sermenti. Actually, no, not Slice Off. Can't think right now. If it bleeds on Boudica, because if it bleeds, having a higher crit rate, going 20%, and having a higher bleed chance will probably do us better. On the Wainwright, equipping everything. Want the rabbit because food gear, giving us more speed, which we're going to be aiming for, and max HP. I don't think this comes. Oh, so we instantly have +1 speed just from this, and of course, Radiant Flame, just because we've been having so much trouble. So, that being said, I suppose we should use these whiskey flasks too. We're not going to be using the slime mold food at all, and putting the crow's feet on Boudica so she can bleed pus, and we'll go.
The rancid crop grows unchecked and abhorrent.
Looks like we have to stay to the left side, get to the lair. Actually, no, we can go anywhere we want. So I'm gonna avoid the loathing, to be honest. Then we have to go left, go there, and we'll end up at the border and then the ingress. So
The
let's do it.
tangled trails, whisper of torment.
See if we get anything handy here. Alright, so we're gonna if it bleeds on the woodsman because that's what we can hit. One thing I like better about this group here is there's not nearly as much of an emphasis on trying to make things comboed. We can with Al still, and that will up the chance to make things bleed, or just how much we make things bleed for. But there is not a need to make things bleed on, like there was for the leper.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Oh, he's still dying. That's just like your friend. That was not a good idea. Alright, we are going to pull the Widow in range, getting rid of the corpse, putting him back in second so Boudica can do her thing. Get
The fiend
25% crit on that. That's insane. Let's bleed her. 6 and 8. She goes.
Subtraction,
I can read.
variable result.
Carve the toy, and then he tries to carve me. I just put that together. I'm a toy he's trying to carve.
Let it die.
Alright, creature dead.
your
That'll be
blades.
really good.
We may properly excise our portion.
We are not leaving. I want this mastery point for one, whatever else we get. have carrion eaters, so let's make sure to lead one really well, weakening it as well so that it doesn't do as much damage to us. Dismiss is going to take full advantage of that. It's going to go down in 2 turns. We can then go at this carrion eater. Yeah, they're just eaters, not devourers. Boudica is going to finish this one. Try to finish that one off. That one dies on its next turn. We'll make sure to kill this one next turn. And we'll just have spiders. That second row dies. Now we just have spiders. We can take care of Boudica on her next turn or whatever. Since they're both going to die anyway, we're going to take aim. Slicing off, bleeding spider. I'm going to... better chance to hit this spider, so pulling it.
Let us
bleed out now.
this quickly.
This one dies, leaving this one and the one that's about to die. Al can pull this one in range, not just clearing the corpses. It goes... oh, actually wrong spider. Dismiss goes. We can now try to hit this one. Getting rid of the dodge, and then kabam. Alright. No special dog, that's good. So we're gonna bleed the carrion devourer. I'm going to heal her for a bit. He's going... oh, he's not going back in range. She is going to Adrenaline Rush, so she starts healing on her moves, and here's that bleeding for now. Going to Razor Whip back in range.
Conclusion.
Getting rid of the greater block on the Devourer. He's also comboed for Dismiss, which means a good ol' whack. Now he's bleeding. Oh, he's only bleeding 3. Well then, let's weaken him. Sarmenti goes. We are going to slice off that Death's Sword. He'll probably die on his turn now. Boudica goes. She can heal on her turn when she attacks, so we're gonna do just that.
Squandered.
Dismiss goes. We're gonna try to bleed again. That'll really help with that dog. He dies in 2 turns. Getting rid of corpse.
Haste and carelessness.
Now everything is in range.
Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Everyone is in range. We're going to hit this rabbit Gnasher, bleeding it. He can still do whatever, so we're gonna, if it bleeds on this one. 3 and 3, so he dies on his turn. We're gonna try to hit this dog. Pretty sure it dies on its turn.
Measured and steady.
Alright. So, 3, 6. Plan is gonna be trying to heal as much as possible. It didn't need a double heal. We're going to pull him in Dismiss's range or just kill him. Dismiss is gonna try to kill this one and then it's gonna bleed out. Fair game. 1 mastery point, another mastery point, and -3 stress to everyone in the party. I will take it. Did everyone get a... Oof. Alright, not horrible. Hitting more of these than I usually do. Usually pretty bad driver for that.
Ache and muscles burn. The body requires attention.
We can only get rid of so many of these, so we're gonna get rid of Braggart first. And probably Malophobic. Because I'm not sure that's going to go well with Sarmenti, especially if we get his item. Unless actually Blundering is really bad. Get rid of Blundering. And we have a chance to get rid of the rest of that stuff later. I kind of wanted to get rid of the thing on Boudica as well, but I think Blundering took precedence there, personally. Oh, missed that one. What do we get here? Food. Food is probably our best bet. Especially with the rabbit. And we get 2. It's pretty good.
The loathing whispers.
As much as I would love to go to the cat, I do think that the mastery point from the lair and then the potential for the trophies is better. There's a few things that he can get. If I get the plus 25 trophy, and then some of his trinkets will be good.
No doubt the source is within.
Alright.
Voracious.
Let's take out these livestock
landowners
first.
and peasants alike descended into an orgy.
The combo on it for Dismas, so we can just absolutely bleed it out. It'll take 2 turns for that one. Bleeding this one out. I think that one goes on its turn. So the butcher is gonna go, and then basically we... Oh, that healed this livestock. I didn't think it healed livestock. Didn't heal it for enough though, so it doesn't really matter. Pulling him in range so we can slaughter him. Oh, excuse me. Actually, what we're going to do is just Howling End to finish him off. Then this one bleeds out. That's a win. See, we can do something else other than if it bleeds. Alright, once again, we're going to go at livestock. We don't want them powering up from him, which I think they can do like that. Yeah. Right, we're going to get her back where we want her, and Dismas where we want him. We're going to... An 8. Yeah, weakening this one so Dismas can finish it off next turn. And Sarmenti can work on the lady there. I think that's what it is. Either way, she's going to not have a good time soon. So from here, going to Vulnerability Hex the dinner cart for when we hit it, finally. Going to Open Vein on the livestock. Ouch, really. Let's just... Really? Okay. Livestock goes on its next turn. Sarmenti can finish the lady, make sure she dies.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
Finishing livestock. Getting rid of the corpses.
Bravo!
And pretty big hit. We're going toe to toe, putting her back in range where we want her. Slicing off, getting it bleeding. Right from here, bleeding him for a ton. Bleeding for more.
A slow dissection.
Healing Sarmenti.
Unavoidable end.
And 4 to 7. We have the potential of putting him at storing 1 point off.
The slow suffering begins.
Healing Bodica. Kinda wish that was for more, but you know, things happen. And we can slice to get through his death blow resistance. Alright, so from here, not a very good stagecoach item. That's almost worthless to me. There's a bunch of baubles. Those are okay. The Dead Ringer is not something I intend to really ever use. Corrupting Cleaver is not great. Kitchen Knives, if target is blighted, get 15% crit. Gain on crit, heal. Gain on blight resistance, which, if we go to the Tangle, might be okay. And then that is not something I was wanting. However, that is something I just wanted to toy around with for the mere fact of seeing if I could break the rabbit with it. So let's try this anyway. I'm pretty sure we can take out the child.
Born to a corpulent, half-eaten mother, the child is a ravenous avatar of degeneracy.
Alright, so we're starting off with the Caltrops.
Malaise.
Bleeding him.
Measured.
Bleeding him for more.
Steady.
Bleeding him for more. We're going to... not going to be in range for what I want, so we're going to do this, putting a vulnerability on him. Dismiss is going to take aim for when he's actually in range. Also gaining that really good dodge. And Child's going to eat himself alive there. We're opening that vein.
A breakthrough.
More bleed. This time we're going to do this, weakening him. Oh good, she resisted it. It bleeds again. And bleeding him more.
Dwindles.
We have to put Sarmenti back in range, so that's a Razor Wit. Putting another combo on him for Dismiss. Just so... oof. Yeah, we can wait.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Too bad he has to do this. Bodica can Adrenaline Rush, healing herself. Sarmenti can Encore, so he can heal. Wasn't for much, but it's something. He's still bleeding out. I think he has to go at these two. Okay. Caltrop, or Crow Feet, not Caltrop. Very nice. If it bleeds... out of range, so take aim, getting that dodge and crit. No one is dying here. Okay, they only have to move forward by 1, so that's fine. Kid moves up, bleeds. Put him in. No, we didn't get him, darn. But Dismas, my boy. Death door. We can't hit him with Al. However, what we can do is make sure that Sarmenti doesn't die.
Forged through toil.
Moving forward. And survey says death blow. That's the kid. I wonder how long that fight even took.
The loathing abates.
That hardly even stressed us out compared to normal.
The coach's plating is spent. We are exposed.
Ooh, whiskey barrel. That's a good find. Alright, we can de-stress everything in this fight, so I'm not too worried about anything. Alright, Dismas can take the brunt of that. So first of all, let's weakening on him so he's comboed and also doesn't whack us too hard. Dismas can then bleed him out with open vein, putting a 6 bleed on him. And then if it bleeds on him, putting more bleed on him. Bleeding for 10 around. Starmenti now doesn't or can't do inspiring tunes, so we are going to slice off, chunking this guy out to ever more.
An unavoidable.
He's going to Death Soar on his turn, so we can leave him alone now. And he saved me having to do with what I needed, or wanted to do, rather. I was gonna pull the dinner cart in range, but now that he's in the back, we're just going to switch to basically tearing the dinner cart apart. Vulnerability hex, since we can't combo it.
Well done.
So we're hitting it for more, but bleeding it for less. I think that'll weigh out here. So we're meant to use in Slice Off.
This is no time to falter.
Still died. We can heal. Actually, what we should do is dinner cart. Or pull the dinner cart, rather. Getting rid of that corpse, we can then open the vein, putting it at death's door. And then on for him. So we can heal Bodica. We can then finish it off. Or at least try to.
Sweet reprieve. Until the
Brilliant
test
brew.
is put before you.
That's actually really good. Too bad we don't have anyone who uses light. I suppose Dismas technically does right now, but... And she can have this because on a crit gain 2 heal, and she's kind of our tank. Lie on hit. Might as well. A very odd build considering, but it's something. I want that urchin dead. Three and 3, it's gonna die. So then we can change to vulnerability, Heavenly Widow. I think Sarmenti can get that, so we're gonna Howling End the Lost Soul. Saramenti will then slice off Widow. Okay. One. Urchin dies. Widow takes huge chunk. She goes down next turn. Everything can go at Lost Soul.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
A lot of whiskey in here. Kind of funny. Alright, Mr. Hoarder, what do you got for me? Anything fun? Cultist. Target burning plus healing given? Cultist damage per stress. That could be really good. This is something that is amazing. Plus 2 bleeding damage dealt on crit, which we're kind of doing right now. A lot of. Just double checking. Yeah. I think she has like a 20 or 25% crit with if it bleeds. Should get, I forget what that token's actually called, but you know, 50% extra damage. You can also get the ice box from him, which would be another big thing to grab. He actually has a lot of things I would like. So... okay, yeah, we're grabbing this, and then we're grabbing the ice box. And then... I don't know what's up ahead. We're just gonna grab the playing cards for now. And call that good. I hope that was the right choice, because that was most of my baubles.
The loathing whispers.
There's probably going to be something even better at the next inn that I would have preferred to have. Like the stew pot or the griddle. Right, Oblivion's Rampart. Let's do this. So this is going to be a bit of a thing. First, we're going to go at the Evangelist just to get bleeding, because that's what Dismas can do, but after that, we're going to pull the altar, getting it in range. We only need it in the third row for these two. If it bleeds, because we do so much more now. 6 bleeded round, slice off, it's dead. Okay.
A promising development.
Back to Open Vein on him, because now I don't think they can heal at all. If it bleeds on the other one, getting rid of some tokens, also bleeding it for a massive amount. And get rid of the corpse for the Herald in range. Rid of that stress.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
We're then going to keep going at this Evangelist. I think this one's going to die on its turn now.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
I'm gonna... yeah, let's just heal both Dika for now.
Generosity. What a welcome one.
Get rid of her bleeding. Adrenaline rush. She'll heal on her next turn. We are going to slice off on this one, getting it bleeding for even more. One down. Clarion Caller goes. Dismiss can go at the Evangelist. It's going to go down on her Death's Door on its turn now. Clarion Corpse pulling it in range. Getting rid of stress. He's going to Death's Door on his turn. It would be kind of prudent to put him to Death's Door so he dies. Then we can just take out the Herald. Gotta love it. Mastery point.
Still lingers in some of
Disease
these
resistance.
well-worn relics.
Yeah, that could be good.
The loathing abates.
Alright, and here is our end. We made it. And we got a trophy. That is some luck. Part 1 of Ambition done.
The fire is lit. The table is set.
Amateur Armorsmith,
Awaits its
Pathfinder,
favorite
Pyrophobic.
guests.
Alright. And there's our mastery point. Everyone de-stressed from the item. And from here, I would like to go to the scroll.
Every turn. Bent
We know that there's going to be a creature den giving us more mastery points, so we will be going to the sprawl next time. Not the best. I would like the shroud, but maybe that's in the cards to get. So yeah, we'll see. What is that? Really the inn's name? Interesting. Anyway, we will pick up from here next time because I'm not sure if I said this last time. I'm kind of losing track with how many of these I've deleted, but I'll keep note of this from now. But from now on, I will be doing the in items, mastery points, everything with the wagon and stuff at the beginning of the episodes, because I noticed that in the last few episodes, everything that I did, like from buffing people, spending those mastery points, all of that, got reset every time I exited out of the game. At the end of the episode, so like say I use these tarot cards or the playing cards, and then everyone got, you know, relationship stuff up, the playing cards would be back in my inventory at once I reloaded the game, and I would have to redo that, and it might not be the same. It's kind of a pet peeve of mine to have to redo that and not have the same stuff, so yeah, I'll just be doing that at the beginning of the episodes from now, so everything is all kosher. So yeah, with that being said, wish you all well. I'll see you next time. We'll be going to the sprawl, and hopefully this one ends well. So, have a good one.